Good morning, my friends. I have just had the loveliest morning back in my routine, meditating on the terrace, doing my Pilates, pulling cards. I really needed this and I needed to get back into the routine after a few weeks of very intense traveling and work. So I'm just feeling so good. Even though I love traveling, I definitely value my routine. And yeah, I'm just getting back to it. I have some emails I need to do first thing this morning, and then you and I are going to do a little unboxing together. The weather is absolutely gorgeous. Summer is here, and this Leo is so happy. I just love being in the sun, guys. Like yesterday, I was feeling a bit run down, and after 2 hours of reading in the sun, I was like, actually, you know what? Life is all right. I also have a new fantasy book I have to tell you guys about. A series that both Mac and I are reading, actually, so that's really fun. But right now I have had like an extraordinarily long morning routine, and I do have some emails I should get to, so I might just do all that first. I often feel like I could spend 5 hours getting ready for the day, but by the time I do that, it's like midday. So, you know, we need to pick and choose our wellness time and morning routines. But yeah, I need to respond to people. I have replied to my clients, and now it is time for me to try on this dress that I ordered from Swedish brand Adore. I bought this a few weeks ago. Shipping took a little while. I think this dress was like sold out and then came back in stock, but I think it looked so gorgeous, so hopefully it fits. I've never had any of their stuff before. I've never shopped there, but I've always kind of had my eye on them. I feel like they're kind of like a Nordic realization par, but different. And I love realization par, and I love good like dress brands. That's really my thing, I think. So let's try this on. Okay, guys, that was definitely worth the wait because this is absolutely lovely. I did need Mac to help me squeeze into it. This is an extra small. I'm usually kind of in between extra small and small, 34 and 36 Europe sizes. Great job, Adore. That is lovely. I saw this dress did come in like some more kind of pastel colors that I think would be perfect for like a wedding guest situation. I mean, with this, can you wear like pattern stuff? I don't know, guys. I've honestly been to like 2 weddings in my life, so don't come to me for the wedding etiquette, but I do know that they had a bunch of pastels that were just wonderful in the same kind of cut, but I did control myself because, you know, it's not like I don't own any pastel dresses, but I do not own gorgeous chocolate brown gingham dresses with a drop waist, a twirl, and you know. Okay, I actually love this so much. I want to film something quickly for Instagram and Reels, so I might put on some more makeup, do that, and then get back to the rest of my unboxing. I got some good stuff. I always feel like it's important to do those kind of like in the moment, organic reactions when I do some shopping to keep it interesting. Okay, so this next package is from Cezanne, who I am working with on my other social media. So this video is not sponsored, but it will be marked as an ad because of my, you know, commercial ties to the brand. And I just thought I'd show you what I had picked. So I actually went for some good basics. Let's see. First up, we have this little knitted polo, and then because I love their jeans. I have their flared jeans in 2 colors. I might show you if I'm getting changed anyway, because I've lived in those jeans. And I just wanted like a more straight-legged fit. And I thought, now that I know I'm, you know, so good with their other jeans, why not try these? Just that kind of like summery denim blue, kind of a cropped fit, you know, looks good with a ballet flat. Just simple Lily Rose Depp vibes. So let's try this on. This is the sort of knitted polo, super lovely, super flattering. And we have the jeans, of course. This is a really like thick and luxurious rib. So these are the jeans, just kind of like that nice cropped. I kind of envision myself traveling in this, like at the airport, you know, because even if it's warm and it's summer, I always get cold on planes, and I think a jean like this is just very kind of chic French Riviera vibes. But let me also quickly show you my absolutely favorite pairs from them. Okay, so these are the high-waisted flared ones. I have absolutely lived in these all spring. I imagine I will also wear them for summer. If you're from the Nordics, I know you wear your long jeans in summer too. And these are just absolutely perfect. And guys, I struggle with finding jeans that fit me here and here. My hips are a little bit wider than the rest of my frame. Like I tend to be a extra small on top, small on bottom, or like a 36 on bottom and a 34 on top. So yeah, finding something that fits well, sits nicely on the bum, snatches at the waist without either being too tight or too loose is a real rarity for me. So I was so excited when I found out that I fit the Cézanne jeans, and I do wear a 34 in their jeans. I also have them in the cream, which I think is gonna look really nice with this top. Like, talk about luxe. So yeah, I just thought that cream would be great for like spring and summer outfits too. And even in winter, you know, I think this kind of color looks absolutely gorgeous with like a chocolate brown or a red. So, and finally we have this beautiful kind of, would you call this a cognac? I'm not sure if it's cognac or brown. Maybe it is a little bit. Bucket bag, which actually looks, it's gonna look so good with this outfit. Oh my god, yes. Wow, this leather is wonderful. And so it has the little Cézanne, and look what else you can get. I didn't realize they did this with so many items. You can even get it on like select sweaters and knits and stuff, but you can custom them. So you can like put your initials, or I think on one of the knits I found, you could put like up to 5 letters, so you could write something. I just think that is so incredibly chic. And this bag I kind of intended for summer, you know, for big city trips when I want to have my wallet, my lip gloss, maybe some sunscreen, but also be able to carry a water bottle. I do have a lot of smaller crossbody bags, but nothing really that works in this kind of size. And I just saw it. I thought the color was gorgeous and timeless, and I thought the shape was kind of what shape and size is what I was looking for. And it did not disappoint. I just took all the stuffing out, and I am very much into this. Okay, I also quickly wanted to show you this bag. It's not new, but it is the cutest thing I've ever seen. They're beach bags, so they do these in like a plain basket bag too, which I know is quite popular, but I obviously had to have the one with the pink flowers. This is so cute. That's it for my little unboxing. I am going to get back into my normal clothes. We will have lunch soon, and then we're doing our Portuguese class. I am about to make some sandwiches. I somehow lost the other pink top I was wearing, so now I'm wearing a new top. I looked everywhere and couldn't find it. I'm so happy because I found some relatively decent rye bread. Simple and easy. I'm about to eat this on the terrace with Mac. So guys, a few days have passed and I am now getting ready to go back to Denmark. This afternoon I have my appointment at Ana Lucia. God, I'm not even sure what her proper title would be. I want to call her like a massage therapist, but she's so much more than that, guys. There's always something going on around here. Anyway, I'm also never sure if it's a regular conversation or if people are fighting. I guess the more Portuguese I learn, eventually I'll know. It's like I saw that meme that's like, local woman learns language so she can understand new gossip. That's me. but I have booked an appointment with Ana Lucia later. She is just an amazing, I guess I want to call her like a body practitioner based in Lisbon, and she is wonderful. She is a magician. She works holistically. She's just like a real healer, in my opinion. So I'm excited for that. My point of contention is always my neck, and it has been acting up after many flights, some rogue sleeps, a lot of, like, guys, I do this. Ugh. Oh God, what was that? I do that a lot. Both when I'm working on my phone, but also when I'm traveling and looking down at my iPad, watching old episodes of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Anyway, I'm so excited because she just does like a complete nervous system reset, and that is what I need because a lot of exciting things have been happening. I've honestly been having a great time, but I've also been having a slightly overwhelmed time, as you might have heard me, my Danish followers will have heard me express this in my latest vlog. It's just kind of one of those things, I guess, as a sensitive person where, you know, things can be good, but they can also be a lot. And I think the older I get, the more I'm trying to navigate supporting my system instead of like fixing it when something goes wrong. Like instead of, I used to get like a locked neck all the time, and instead of having that happen, I try and work with people who work with me holistically to prevent that. And it seems to be improving, it seems to be working. So I'm excited for that. I've been filming all morning. So actually I'm gonna go sit in the sun and read my fantasy book until my appointment, because when I get to Denmark, it's gonna be busy, busy, busy. And okay, let's talk about this book. Okay, I am reading The Shadow of What Was Lost, book 1 of the Licanius, I honestly don't know, trilogy. Mac read 2 of these books before he got me onto it, mostly because I was kind of in a fantasy rut. I'm just kind of walking you through my Kindle library. Or a romantasy rut, I will say. Some of you might know I didn't like Fourth Wing. I read the whole thing, never really came around to it. I did like the dragons. Anyway, we're not going to get into that right now. I'm glad those of you who like it enjoy it. I did not. Yeah, I haven't read a fantasy book that got me really excited probably since, where is it? I think my Kindle's wigging out. It's had like a heat stroke too. But anyway, the book is called When the Moon Hatched. That was an amazing, mature, sexy fantasy romance. It was perfect. It had like dimensional characters, strong world building, intricate systems, but without it being too intricate. It had like a, what to me felt like a mature, manly love interest. I think my problem might honestly be that I'm just aging out of some of these love interests. Like hearing about a 20-year-old emotionally immature boy just doesn't do anything for me. Anyway, there it was. That's When the Moon Hatched, Sarah A. Parker. But since I read that, I've read Fourth Wing, and then I've been reading Little Women, Joe's Boys, Little Men, so I took a fantasy break, and some non-fiction books, and now I wanted fantasy again, and I was just, you know, looking through the library, looking at all this stuff, and Mac was like, why don't you just read the one I just read? I think you'll really like it. He said, obviously it's not classified as romantasy, but it is a really good just fantasy book. I just lost my place in the Kindle, which was incredibly annoying. I think I found where I am now anyway, which is around here. So, as I was saying, this series is wonderful. It's kind of, I mean, I've only read book 1, but so far it's wonderful. It's kind of if you imagine grown-up Harry Potter, even more intricate world, more grown-up themes, and if Harry Potter started when Harry finds out he's the chosen one and goes on, you know, the Horcrux quest. I do recommend, if you're in the market for a fantasy book, not necessarily looking for more romantasy, I wouldn't recommend it for that strictly. But if you just want a good fantasy book, if you want to feel like you're on a quest, you should check this out. It's good. I am now back in Denmark. It is a somewhat gloomy morning for May here, but I have been up quite early as I am getting ready for a photo shoot I've been booked for today. I've not worked with this client before, so I'm quite excited. I'm doing my own makeup and hair, that's why it's kind of like up right now. I just did my curls. I did just like a natural makeup because it's a summer campaign kind of shoot. And yeah, I am just packing up, getting dressed. I need to make sure I have a solid breakfast so I have energy for the day. Then I need to pack a bag. I'm essentially going on a little bit of a journey. The trains in northern Denmark are doing some stuff they don't usually do in the month of May. So yes, I will pack a bag with entertainment and snacks. I'm gonna get changed. Obviously my outfit today doesn't really matter because I'm just getting changed into the clothes we're shooting when I get there. But for good measure, I thought I would show you what I'm wearing right now. This is a cashmere cardigan from Ote. That's my old Build-A-Bear background, by the way. She's just out. I kind of want to get her a new outfit because they have one here now, but I didn't find any cute outfits. I swear the outfits you could get when I was little for Build-A-Bear were like cuter. Now everything is. I also went, sorry, this is such a random tangent. I went with my friend's daughter to get her one a few months ago. I wanted to get it for her as a gift, and all the stuff in there, you know, she loved it obviously, but it was like rainbow and glitter, and that's fun. I would think that was fun if I was a child too, don't get me wrong, but I know for a fact that when I was little, this little lady, she was dressed in like a denim mini skirt, a white kind of broderie and glaze top, like clothes that didn't look like a costume. You could get like actual cute mini fits for them, and I haven't seen that in the Copenhagen stores. Anyway, that was about her outfit. Let's get back to mine. This is an old cashmere sweater from a collaboration I did with Ote. I'm currently working with them again on my Instagram. And yeah, I love their cashmere stuff. It is actually quite cool today. And I find cashmere, even in summer, is quite temperate for, you know, obviously cooler summer days. And of course, we have the white Cézanne jeans. Yes, I showed you these earlier in the video. I think I'm just gonna wear this with little slides, and then my most gorgeous jacket. I'm going to wear my Le Labo dupe from Marks and Spencer's Apothecary. I got these in London last year. Mac's auntie, who is just like a beauty whiz, she knows all the best beauty tips. I listen to everything she tells me about beauty, and especially scents and stuff she's really good with. But she put me onto this little set. There's 3 of them. This one, Warmth. I mean, you can get the big ones, but I have both the big one of the one I really like and then all 3. The little one of Warmth is like Santal. It's very similar to Santal. And Breathe is very similar to Thé Noir, which is the one I prefer. So this one, okay, I'm trying not to go into a too private/personal tangent, but I essentially used to share Santal. Like, I kind of want to say before it was cool, not to be annoying, but you know, we were early adapters of the Le Labo. I used to share that with an ex-partner, and obviously I like that scent. I love that scent. I like that scent. It's a great scent. I also like, for me, scents that aren't too feminine and floral, because I present so feminine. I like having a little bit of juxtaposition in my fragrance. But the point I'm trying to make is that I like this scent. It's similar to Le Labo Santal. I don't wear it as an everyday scent because it, you know, has memories as scents do. But once in a while I will throw it on just because it's really good. And, you know, we shouldn't be limited because of those things, really. But that is the main reason. It's not my everyday go-to, that. And, you know, I can be a little bit contrarian sometimes, and it did become quite popular. It used to be one of those things where my friend would be like, I smelled someone and she smelled like you. And then I asked someone what they were wearing, and they were wearing Le Labo Santal. and I haven't really found a substitute that's become my signature scent quite to the level that that was for a little while. But we're still looking. There's still time. Life ebbs and flows. It's a solid scent. This is a good dupe. I'm not investing in the real deal because of before mentioned reasons. But yeah, if you like Le Labo and you find yourself in London or somewhere that has Marks and Spencer's, you should check out these little guys. We have all collectively seen that the curling iron has been unplugged. I am holding the plug. There's no reason to revert back to check this once I have left the house. Okay guys, I have just had some breakfast. I'm having some snacks. I also have 2 bars. These are my favorite to get at Normal. This one I get just for like energy, and this one for protein. Love barbells. I'm really glad that Normal is now Normal. I don't know why I was saying it like that. You just have to deal with the pronunciation, guys. Normal is what I say in Danish. This is it. So good. So good. What else do I need? A water bottle. That's what I need. Guys, this is the final look. I am undecided whether or not I do the scarf with this. It's quite windy, maybe I should. This jacket and material is absolutely gorgeous, but I do have to say, guys, like when it's not busy, traveling by train is so chill. It's like the best, most calming way to get around. I am absolutely beat after a lovely day of shooting, a long commute home, doing a shop on the way, and I just did a yoga because I felt like stretching my body a little bit. The shoot went, in my opinion, well. The people were lovely. Really nice team, super cute clothes. Yeah, time kind of just flew by. But yeah, I am exhausted now because I had a bit of a poor sleep 2 nights in a row. One night was the night before traveling, and then yesterday I was just doing that classic thing where you're like, I have something important tomorrow. If I don't fall asleep now, I'll only get 6. If I don't fall asleep now, I'll only get 5 hours. That was the vibe. I've become a lot better with that as I've gotten older, because I have been in situations with very little sleep and I'm like, oh, it's fine. It doesn't actually impact my work, especially if it's just like a one-off. It's fine, I'm still capable. But I feel like I have this narrative that like the whole world's gonna come crashing down, and that makes falling asleep a lot harder when that happens. But yeah, I have become better at dealing with it, and eventually did fall asleep. Just not, you know, my preferred amount of hours, but that's okay. The job is done. It was really lovely, and now I'm just gonna have a relaxed evening, cook some simple food, and probably read my fantasy book and go to bed early, honestly. I will check in with you guys tomorrow because I did want to show you how I do these lashes, and also the pimple. Did I tell you guys about this tomorrow in the morning? I can't remember. Anyway, also the pimple is hanging in there, but it wasn't too much of a problem during today, so that was good. Good morning, guys. Today I wanted to show you how I do the lashes I have been wearing lately. So I am working with Duff Beauty across my Instagram and in terms of content deliverables for them. This video is not part of the collaboration, just my genuine opinion and recommendation, but I am obviously partnered with them in other aspects of my business. So what they are they're these little individual lashes like this, and this system is so amazing because they kind of sit underneath your lash. Okay, so for a while I was doing like your average individual lashes that you kind of put on here, or like a full thing. I think lots of us have touched bases with those at some point in our lives, but this is innovation. On days today, like it's kind of a half day off vibe here in Denmark, you know, not much is going on work-wise, and I'm just gonna go have lunch with my parents. I don't really feel like doing a full glam, but I just want that little bit of natural looking beauty. So what I'm gonna do is find my stuff first of all. Where is it? Right now I've only done my brows, so I just want a little bit of extra oomph. You just add the tiniest bit of this bond. So after the bond is on, today I'm actually just gonna do one at the very corner, and it just kind of sits like that. If you go to my Instagram, you can see like a professionally filmed video of me doing this, and this is a little bit of an impromptu setup. But yeah, I love adding just one at the corner on my eye on chill days to get just a little lift. I find it really gives that kind of doe-eyed vibe. I don't have to take mascara off in the evening. And yeah, 12mm lashes for this. When I do a full eye, I do like 114, 112, and 110. Like that's really all I need for today for like a no makeup vibe. I'm not sure I'm gonna put anything on my skin, but I'll do my brows, my lashes, and my lips. And then once you've done the bond, done the lash, you seal it. So the bond is sticky and the seal here makes it not sticky. And you only need to put it where you put your lash. So right now I'm only wearing like 1/3 of a full eye, but so I'm just putting it there. But usually when you do a full eye, you put it all the way along. Lips, my trusty MAC lip liner. And this good old Clarins Lip Perfection. Yeah, that is my final look for a relaxed day with just a little bit of help. This shirt I got from good old Brandy Melville, and we're back in the Sasan jeans. So guys, we have had a beautiful family day and been looking through some old photographs. We found these from a photo shoot we did when we lived in Houston. Like me by myself going off and living somewhere at this age. No, when we lived in Houston, where my brother was actually born, in Texas. So this is him in a pot plant looking so freaking cute. He was the cutest baby. Like, I have big brown eyes with long lashes. He has massive brown eyes with even longer lashes. Like yeah. And as a baby, he was so fucking cute. He still makes an alright adult Marcus if you're watching this. Mom and Marcus, my beautiful mom. And of course me being the Leo child, I always have been. It's quite funny, all three of me and my parents are Leos, and then Marcus is a Scorpio. So just a little wholesome family moment. So yeah, I'm gonna take these photos and I want to try and frame them somehow. You know, they're just these kind of small, I don't even know what this is. It's like some, is it the negatives? No, not fully. Anyway, this is what they are, but I feel like, yeah, putting them in a frame, collaging them somehow would be cute. So that was a very wholesome family moment and just got us talking, going through, you know, old photographs, and just very lovely. I definitely needed this kind of downtime with my family. So I am going to end the vlog here, guys, but thank you so much for watching and hope you enjoyed, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye!